So trust what she says. I'm telling you, she knows what she's talking about. What I have coming up next is Aqua Pedic. It's an extra long cushion bath mat with Microban. This is item V36355. This is coming to you at a clearance price of $16.65. You have 4 easy payments on this as well. So for $4.16 a month, you can get this home. We've sold over 35,000 of these bath mats here at QVC, and that's because they work well and they feel fantastic. So, the time that we spend in the bath, in the shower, is sometimes our best time of the day, the moments where we can reflect, take that time for ourselves. And what's so nice about this is that you are going to create that spa like oasis in your own bath or shower using the Aquapedic. Now, if you've used something like this, which we all have in the past, they're kind of gross. They get that mold and mildew that builds up underneath them. Or maybe you've had these cute little stickers that back in the day were really fun to put up with the little fishies, but didn't really serve a great purpose. This is going to be leaps and bounds different for not only your feet, but for a safety aspect inside of that bathtub, which we know there's water there, it can become very slippery. So we get rid of this old stuff and in comes this. And you can see just how big this is. It is incredibly large. This is our extra large size. And on the back of it, you have 20 suction cups. These suction cups are what are going to make it slip resistant and skid resistant. The backing is even skid resistant as well. But the front side is almost like this beautiful loofah texture. It feels like a pillow for your feet when you grab it. It's a polyspun fiber, which means unlike those traditional bath mats that you had before that maybe would pool and puddle and the water would build up, this isn't going to happen with this. In fact, I have one here for you with a little fish tank and this heavy thing of water. And watch as I pour the water through. You're seeing it's not soaking, it's not pulling up, it's going right through and dropping down. And that's important because maybe you're using, your lotions and potions, maybe it's self tanner. You want to make sure everything passes through there. But this is going to actually grab that hair as well. And we have some footage of when we were in the studio of this blue dye that we used to put on side of this to show you. That's my friend Christopher Joyce right there. This could be that self tanner. This could be that shampoo. So what happens is when you have the water, it rinses completely through this because of that polyspun fiber. So that's super important because you want to make sure all of that goes down the drain and doesn't pull around, of course. So for a clearance price of $16.65, this is an awesome thing to get home and really transform that bathroom space that you have. Now, we tell you that this is with Microban. And what is Microban? Microban is extremely important because, again, if you look at this old little rickety guy, he has mold and mildew on here because he doesn't have that kind of treatment. Microban is actually a micro inhibitor that is going to inhibit the growth of odor causing bacteria and mold and mildew. And it's not just topically applied to this bath mat. When they create this, they actually infuse it throughout the fabric itself, which is really important. It means it's going to last for the longevity of this mat. You can also machine wash this if you need to, which is great. But if you take a look at the size of this compared to those traditional bath mats that we had in the past, I mean, it is night and day. It is so much bigger. This is the extra long version. So we don't need to use these icky guys anymore. We create that spa like oasis. I really wish you at home could feel this because the second you get it home and you take it out of the box that it comes in and you grab it, it is almost like this wonderful pillow for your feet. We spend a lot of time on our feet. We work really hard. This is a way that we really can make a nice space for ourselves in an area where we are in every day, whether it's the shower, whether it's the bathtub. You're seeing those 20 suction cups right there. Just make sure the surface is clean and dry when you put this on here, and it will stick beautifully. And you're seeing that water just pass right through. It will catch the hair, so you don't have to worry about that. And even if you want to pull it up every time and just let it dry, you can. But remember, you have Microban infused in this. So item V36355, clearance price of $16.65 with 4 easy payments of $4.16, which is awesome. $5.50 to ship, and then you'll get this home, and you will really be amazed at how good your feet feel because it really is cushioned and soft and really that luxurious experience that we all want. We're not going to spas the way that we used to. You can create that in your own home. And in fact, if you put this in your tub, and you actually lay down on it, it feels so good on your back too, because this is like this loofah texture. It's really soft. It's polyspun, so that's what allows the water to penetrate through it, but it also creates this beautiful, soft, almost like foamy pillow experience. And I'll show you again just how easy it is for the water to pass through, because the old bath mats of the past, the water would pool around and they would get kind of gross. The mold and mildew would build up. But with this, you can see the water goes right through this, which means you can put this right over your drain. You don't have to worry about any of that pooling up. And it's a big upgrade from these little guys. Cute as they are, the little fish decals that we used to put, this is so much better than those. And we've already had 100 picked up in this presentation, and I can see why, because it's a clearance price, which means get it home because it's $4.16, $16 all told, which is great for something you will use every single day. You deserve that. I often think some of my best thoughts happen in the shower because that's the moment away from everybody, away from everything else, where you can just stand there and relax, let the hot water rush over you, or maybe you're taking that bath. Because you have this extra long size, this really goes just about the whole length of the bathtub, which is awesome for those standard tubs. So when you lay on it, it feels really good. And it's because of that polyspun fiber. So when you get this home, you'll notice you've got the suction cups all along the back of it. And the Microban is worth talking about again, because that is what's super important. That is what's going to inhibit the growth of the odor-causing bacteria, the mold and mildew, like we have in these traditional bath mats that get pretty gross. And it's not just topically applied, it is all throughout here. So when you get this home, you are going to love this. And it's item V36355, clearance price. This is something that we've sold 35,000 already of these. 1665, 4 easy payments of 416. So for only $4, transform that bathroom space of yours. Give yourself that luxury that they have in the spas and really get that pillow-like experience for yourself. You even want to lay on this. I'm telling you, it's so comfortable. We have fewer than 2,000 of these left. And if you think about that, we've already sold 35,000. So 2,000 really isn't that many to go around. And I'm sure it's not going to last long on that clearance price, because what a fantastic deal to get this home for only $416 a month. So remember, item V36355, this is the Aqua Pedic extra long cushion bath mat with Microban. It measures 36 by 17. So that is literally almost, well, it is. No, it is, because 3 feet of bath mat for you. And again, it's not that hard plastic that we've used to in the past. This is something that's this beautiful, luxurious fabric that feels so good. You can see her feet right there in the shower that almost kind of melts inside of this. And you can see as we squeeze it, just how forgiving this is, how nice this feels. And that polyspun fiber is all throughout it. So think kind of like a loofah experience, even to the point, I remember Dan Hughes, the one time we were presenting this, because he uses this at home, was saying it helps him clean his feet because he can take his feet and move them back and forth. And it feels so nice on here. And I'll show you again just how easy the water goes right through it. So don't think bath mat, this is big, it's oversized, it's going to pull up, we're going to get that mold and that mildew. Not going to happen with this, mostly because of that Microban that's infused inside of here, but because of the polyspun material as well. And it's funny, one other time we were presenting this, Denise Repko, who you see in the show as well, she walked over and she grabbed it and she said, I need something like this, because every single time I step into that bath or that shower, I'm worried I'm going to slip and fall. And aren't we all? Because there's water, there's soaps, there's self-tanners, there's body oils that we're using, and it can get kind of slick inside of there. Because you have 20 suction cups right here, that's going to make it slip resistant and skid resistant. So remember, clearance price for you here is $1665, 4 easy payments coming home. And next up, we have my dear friend Janine Mullen coming back up with something I know that's going to keep us. Are we going to have a husband guest appearance